I just met you. And
But
this is
I
our
take
first
you
date,
on
and
a
I see
date.
Henry from
But
high
what is
school. I'm
this
gonna
like?
say Henry. I don't even know you.
Nah. But you gonna let me pay for this meal though? You don't.
Meal.
Well, then do it.
Your confession is that you have an OnlyFans. Lonnie, what is your reaction to that confession?
I'm thinking about that, right? I already knew. My boy told me. So that's why I was always suspect about you. Like, how you have an OnlyFans and not gonna tell your man?
Because it makes
Like, we could have been together on OnlyFans doing stuff. But like, you gonna have an OnlyFans, so how can I really trust you? I don't even know, I didn't even want to look at your OnlyFans because I don't know what type of content you have on your OnlyFans.
If you already knew, why didn't you talk to her about it?
Because I was waiting for her to tell me, because I'm like, yo, this is my girl.
But there's a bit of manipulation in that. So I understand
Insecure.
why she would not want to tell you. If there's a year and 3 months, if there's a year and 3 months where my man has made me feel bad.
What's she doing? She's calling him insecure? What? Yo, she's calling her dude insecure when she hid the fact that she was doing OnlyFans for over a year. Okay, he only knew because the friend probably was subscribed to her content. And he probably said, wait a minute, she looks familiar, right? She looks very, very familiar. Come on, bro. I mean, what are we doing here, right? You got to get rid of this chick, okay? Unless he's probably saying, you know what, this is a money play, okay? Maybe I could make a bag off this chick and, 6 months to a year, I'll probably get rid of her. But regardless, right? You don't want to attach yourself to a 304 that's out here taunting and bopping.
Do you want to know why it's mostly single women that give advice on this app? I heard a girl asking, like, why isn't it that the married women are the ones giving dating advice? Why is it single women? Well, every time a married woman shares a good positive story about her husband or her married life, people jump in the comments and wish the worst on her. They say that she's bragging and that you should never brag on your man. And oh my God, one day he's going to embarrass you. We're not bragging. We're actually living our happily married lives. And sometimes when we share, if we share anything personal about our situation, people take it the wrong way.
Misery loves company. Okay, you're out here winning. You got a good man. He's treating you well. Okay, you're feeling good, looking good. You got that glow to you. These miserable cackling hens, they don't like that, right? They don't like to see you winning out here. And that's why sometimes it's good to withhold that information. Maybe just keep it to yourself.
It's so funny to me that guys think women will date them for the free dinner. This guy asked me to dinner tonight. He told me to send him 2 options of what I was thinking about wearing, and he would pick what I would wear. So now I'm microwaving chicken that I had in my fridge. Leftover chicken, rice, mushrooms. There's no meal worth misogynistic company. Maybe if it was my man, but for like a first date, I made these leftovers.
I mean, listen, there's a possibility where, who knows? Maybe he wanted to take you somewhere nice. I know with certain places, there's a dress code that you have to adhere to. So there's a possibility that he, wanted to impress you. And for you to ghost him, well, I mean, we don't know the full story here, but I'm assuming you ghosted him. At least follow up to let him know how you feel so that he can provide a explanation.
I think I be tricking sometimes.
In what way?
I be spending money on. But that's because like I moved to LA. I got the good job. It was my first time making like 6 figures. Like I'm comfortable, right? Like for the first time ever in my professional life, I done been through hell professionally. I finally arrived. So I'm taking men on dates. I'm sending you the drink. I think it's just something, it's sexy, it's empowering, it feels good. It doesn't make me feel less or too much of a woman. I don't feel like I'm operating in my masculine when I do that, whatever that stuff is. It just empowered me. I wasn't buying shoes and stuff, but a meal, few, like we was eating good. We was going to crustaceans. We was going to catch. We was spending $350, and some of them had never even been to fine dining restaurants. So I was their first experience. Yeah, I was dating little young men too, and I said, oh well, never mind, never that. 28 was the lowest I went.
I mean, listen, dudes like fine dining too. Okay, I like a good lobster every now and again. Okay, even though I don't eat it on a consistent basis because that's just another story, okay? But yeah, I like fine dining. Okay, if you're gonna take me out or just a dude in general, and you're taking out the right dude, he's going to show you reciprocity, okay? He is going to spoil you as well. I think that's what majority of men want, a give and take situation in a relationship, okay? If it's one-sided where I'm spending all the money, there's no value in that.
There's women out there that will walk away from a good man talking about, oh, he wanted to go half on rent. He wanted to go half on
Facts.
like that is, you know how fatuous and name that is to say he wanted to go half. First of all, you are responsible for 100% of your life as an adult. 100% of your problems, 100% of your bills, 100% of your stress. And you mean to tell me you had a man right there like, I'll take half of that from you. And you was like, that ain't good enough.
Right.
I want you to take it all. I don't want to have no responsibility as an adult. And that is financial abuse. And that is feminine manipulation and abuse. So then, fellas, you need to walk away.
Let's say you on a date with somebody, y'all vibing, whatever. You go to the bathroom, you come back, and you see that person giving their number to somebody else.
I can't give my high school reunion friend my number. I said, you don't even know who this is.
Not while we on this date now.
Not on this date, no.
What about just giving my Instagram?
If I come back and it's like this whatever y'all was doing is still lingering, now I'm like, yo, like what's going on? Like what's
This is Henry from high school.
cool.
Nah, man, it's a
let Henry pick this tab up.
Exactly.
Let Henry
It's
pick this
certain.
tab up.
Nah, but the thing,
So you go to the bathroom and then I see an old friend. I gotta be like, you better get the
no.
Because
It's something play with me because I wouldn't do that to you. Nah, because why the you gotta give out your information right now? If that's your high school friend, I'm pretty sure y'all friends on Facebook.
But we're not.
Well, then figure that out another time. But when you on this motherfucking date, it's way that you do things. You don't have to exchange information while you're on a date. You get what I'm saying? Like you're on a date. Hey, how you doing? It was good to see you. All right, boom, boom, bam. Next.
I just met you. And
But
this is
I
our
take you
first date and
on
I
a
see
date.
Henry from
But
high
what is
school. I'm
this
gonna
like?
say, Henry, I don't even know you.
Nah. But you gonna let me pay for this meal though. You don't
Meal.
well, then do it. That's what's gonna happen.
Let me know what you guys think about that. Okay, I think they both have a point to a degree. But at the same time, if I'm taking you out on a date and this is our time to get to know each other and you're keying with Henry beyond a hi and bye and you're having a full-blown conversation, yeah, that's something that's going to be concerning. Okay, there needs to be some sort of date etiquette here. If you're getting to know somebody, I'm taking you out, I'm spending this money on a date and you're here with another dude keying while I'm here twiddling my thumbs. You know, it's kind of awkward and a little disrespectful in my opinion, but let me know what you guys think.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, all right? I love my husband. Like, I love that man to death. I love our relationship. I love what we have built together. I love being his wife. But if anything were to ever happen where we weren't together anymore, I would definitely not do this marriage again. I don't think people really understand the effort that goes into having a successful marriage. This shit is not easy. Do not believe that fairy tale shit that you see on TV. Just because you love each other does not mean your marriage is going to work. Love is not enough. It takes patience, understanding. It takes compassion. It takes consideration. It takes forgiveness. It takes selflessness. For the rest of my life, every decision I make, I have to think about how it's going to affect my husband. If you are not willing to have that level of consideration, do not get married. Now, me and my husband have been together for 13 years, married for 11. He knows me better than anyone else on this planet, and vice versa. We're at a point where most of our communication is nonverbal. With all that being said, there's still times where he'll do something and I'm like, this don't know me at all. So after all the time and effort we've put into learning one another, I'm supposed to turn around and go do that with someone else? Absolutely the fuck not. I'd much rather be single at that point. I do not understand how people have energy to do that a second time. And of course, this is not to discourage anyone from getting married. Like I said, I genuinely love being married to my husband. But please make sure you understand everything that goes into an actual marriage. Too many people get caught up in the idea of the beautiful wedding that they don't really consider everything that comes afterwards. Make sure you guys are having the difficult conversations beforehand. Make sure you know their stance on issues that you feel passionate about. I think part of the reason the divorce rate is so high right now is because people don't want to put in the work. They see couples on TV and social media and expect shit to be like that, when in actuality, you don't know what these people are going through behind closed doors. Real marriage is not all sunshine and rainbows. So if that's what you are looking for, do not get married.
All right, guys, so there you have it. Okay. And she has some good points here. Marriage is not sunshines and lollipops. It's extremely difficult. Okay. There's probably periods in time where you thought that you wouldn't make it, right? Because there's so much work that needs to be done. Okay. You're taking two worlds and you're kind of fusing it together. There's different wants, desires, and needs from both parties, and you're trying to see how you can make it work. And that's why pre-marriage counseling, speaking to a pastor or an elder, is so important, because you're able to get fresh eyes on the relationship. Okay. When you're in the relationship as a couple, there's things that you don't really see. There's things that you don't really notice because you're in it, right? You're in the mix. But when you have somebody with experience to kind of step back and to kind of assess what's happening, you would be able to get a better insight as to if this is really a good fit or not. Okay. Because God forbid, as a man, you get into a marriage, you have kids with the person, come to find out the person that you got into a marriage with is not the person that you thought would be. And then you're at the mercy of the court system to see your child and to pay alimony, things of that nature. Okay. And that's when you start to see guys get into this depressed state and this kind of hopeless, lost state, because you're now relying on a system that is rigged against you. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Go ahead and provide me some feedback. And until next time.